Hello everyone, welcome back. This is me, Farhat again. I just wanted to make a very brief video on Tesla. What's going on with Tesla? If you guys have been watching my video, you know that I have been very bullish about Tesla, and I have been saying that Tesla is going to 400, possibly 450 by the end of the year. So today I just want to give you a news that Tesla is going parabolic for multiple reasons. Number one, ever since Elon Musk's pay package has been announced, it's going to it's actually making the investors very happy because they think that this is going to motivate Elon Musk to bring it a $7 trillion company. Also, the XAI company that Elon Musk owns, he is going to incorporate that into his Tesla business. That's why he's putting all those chips in his all of his Tesla cars. Also, Elon Musk is back to work now 100% because he has no involvement in the politics and in White House at this point. And he is fully back with his full force and his full focus, and that's why Tesla is growing pretty fast. The reason why it's going so high because there are multiple things that are taking place. There's obviously robotaxi event that's expanded to multiple like the geofence area has been expanded. Also, it has acquired another regulatory authorization to run its robotaxi into state of Utah. That's a good news as well. So basically, that one regulatory hurdle has been gone and taken care of. So this is giving Tesla a boost. And if you watched my video, yesterday I mentioned that Tesla's first stop was obviously 347. The next stop was 367. It has passed both of those, and then after 367 the next stop is going to be $414. So if and when Tesla reaches there, which most likely is going to reach next week, it's not that far away from reaching to $414. Those are like the levels where it has been reaching prior, and then it breaks after that. After that it's 450, and then 488, and then 500. And after 500, I think it has open sky. It can go wherever it wants to go and create its new resistance and new um, um, sports. So it has pretty much almost reached 400 today on Friday. I'm making this video very late at night, and as you know, I can talking very quietly because everybody's sleeping. I don't want to wake them up. So 4:15, and then after that, it might pull back a little, and that would be a good buying opportunity for those who are thinking that they have missed the boat. That not a personalized financial advice, obviously. So when the Tesla goes to 414, sorry, there's a very well chance that there will be a pullback because so many investors who understand these levels, they will take profits at that time. Or, in my opinion, some of them may just continue the ride because they know once the Tesla is in this momentum phase, it just keeps going. So this whole video is all about Tesla because it's very exciting to me. I'm so happy. You all know that I'm a Tesla bull. I'm actually a tech bull in general. I think the tech is going to do very well. The next thing I want to talk about is Nvidia. Nvidia is one of those stocks that if you buy it today and hold it for the next 10 years, you can retire in 10 years no matter how old you are. So build a position on Nvidia now, today, tomorrow, whenever, and hold it for 10 years. Keep buying the dips, keep dollar cost averaging whenever you can, and I think that's going to give you enough money for you to retire. Not personalized financial advice. Obviously, do your own due diligence based off of your own financial situations. So I am bullish on Nvidia. I'm bullish on Tesla. Uber, absolutely, I'm very bullish on it. I am also bullish on Babalas. The Chinese stocks have been doing pretty well lately because we all know why. Because of all the tariff drama is like out of the way shortly for now, and Donald Trump is more focused on the real issues right now than on these tariff issues at this point. So I think that's the reason why Chinese stocks are doing well. Also, the whole market is pretty excited because now since the CPI and PPI report came, everybody is anticipating a definite rate cut next week on September 16th and 17th after the FOMC meeting. I was actually listening to somebody yesterday, and the ladies were saying, "Oh, Jerome Powell should do 1%, a whole percent rate cut," and I was like, if Jerome Powell does this, he has to be out of his mind. I I know I've been previously preaching that they should do 50 basis points rate cuts and then 25 and 25 and then take it from there. But after this report that I saw yesterday, I feel like 50 basis points is doable. It's not something that's like not doable, but I think that's the main cause of the inflation ticked up a little bit yesterday was the housing market and shelter. And I feel like if Jerome Powell will increase the 50 basis points, or as the lady said, 1 whole percent, that is going to cause inflation in the housing market, and that's going to cause inflation in the economy, which is the main driver of the inflation. And then Jerome Powell will have to pause the rate or possibly increase rates again, which is going to obviously ruin their credibility, and Jerome Powell would not want to do that. So if Jerome Powell is smart, which I'm sure he is smart, he will not do 1% definitely, and he shouldn't even do 50 basis points. 25 basis points rate is, I think, they should do at this point. That way, the interest rates won't drop as much and the housing market won't go crazy. And then, they can have, as he says, soft landing gradually. And it's going to be transitory inflation under control, as he's been saying all along. So 25 basis points is absolutely a good idea, and I think it's going to happen. And in my opinion, Jerome Powell is going to do only 25 basis points in September, and then I think going forward we'll see how the data shows. And in my personal opinion, the CPI is going to keep coming harder for a while, because that housing disinflation has been done and over with, because for the past 3 years, housing disinflation has been basically the driving force for the inflation to go down. And I think now the housing inflation is done for. And I think at this point, from this point onward, the housing is going to be the reason why inflation is getting a little bit more high. But that's okay. That's not going to break the economy. Economy is already broken as is. If you watch my videos, you know how I feel about Federal Reserve and central bank and all those things. So, but that's a different topic for a different video. But anyways, going forward next week, I'm very bullish on the stock market. Tesla, absolutely, 414 is the next level. If you guys are thinking about taking profits, I think that will be a good stop to take some profit and then see which way Tesla goes, because I know lots of people who understand these psychological levels or historical levels, they will be taking some profits at 414. Not everybody though, because once Tesla momentum starts and there's enthusiasm around Tesla, and there are institutional investors dumping money into Tesla the way they are right now, then usually people like to ride the wave. So, but there are some people like day traders, swing traders, who don't want to hold it long term. They will take some profit, and that would be a good buy the dip opportunity. So, in my opinion, Tesla absolutely going to hit inshallah 450 by the end of the year. It could go higher, but that was my goal anyway, 400 to 450. I'm happy at that because my prediction is coming true. Would I be taking some profit? Yes, I have. If you watch my video, you know that I've been investing my sister's money, and she's getting ready to buy a house. She doesn't know that I'm investing her money. It'll be a surprise for her. So I want to give her her profit and her principal so she can put that money towards her down payment and buy her house. And that will be very exciting for me to see that she is utilizing that money. So I will sell her share of the stocks that I put in Tesla, and I will give her her profit. So that's the only shares I'm going to sell. The rest of it I'm keeping, because I want to sell them at least at 500, or at least previous high, which was 480. 488, so even 450 or 480 would be nice. I'll sell some of that, some of my shares at that point. But yes, I am selling some at 414 levels because I want to take her money so I don't lose it again and then just hand it to her as a gift. And the other thing I want to talk about is, yes, I think the Fed is going to do 25 basis points rate cuts, which is going to give the economy and the stock market a boost. Housing market is also going to boost because of this, since there'll be more money available to borrow, cheaper money comparatively, and more people are willing to buy the houses. More people are willing to sell the houses at that point because they know there are more buyers in the market, and then there's a higher demand, which ultimately raises the prices of the home. So if you're a homeowner thinking about selling a house, once the rate cut starts and you want to sell the house, that'll be a good time to put the house on the market at that point. So yes, market will go up. Tesla is going to keep going. Uber is going to do well. Nvidia, as I said, is a very good stock that we can buy and hold for next 5 to 10 years. That will be a wonderful stock to hold if you want to retire in the next 10 years. I will put a big chunk of money in there and hold it for 5 years. and I'll use that for my daughter's wedding, inshallah, if they get married in the next 5 years. Hopefully they do. Uh, Next thing I want to talk about is small cap. Small cap, as I said, they've been going parabolic. It seems like 2021 again. Just like that, the small caps are running crazy. But be very mindful and careful, because sometimes you feel like they're going to keep going, but then they suddenly drop. So don't hesitate to take profit, because when you lock in some profit, you never lose money. But if you don't lock in any profit, then you always have a chance of losing money in these volatile small cap stocks. Um, I know, because I have done that and I have lost lots of money. I'm also doing something with my portfolio, just to give you guys some information. I bought some stocks in 2021 which were small cap, and I was stupid enough to hold them for the long time, and I didn't realize that these small cap stocks are not to hold for a long time. And now they have been through reverse split and gone down so much in price that I'm averaging down all those, and I'm gradually, once I turn green and make a little bit of profit, I sell them. So I'm trying to clean up my portfolio before December 31st. So, and then whatever dead stocks I have left, I'm going to sell them at a loss and then maybe write that off in my taxes. That's what my strategy is going to be for the next 3 months. Not saying that you should do this, but I want to do it because I'm just tired of looking at those dead stocks. Would they rebound? Absolutely. There's always a chance that they could rebound, but how long it's going to take, nobody knows. And I think I can utilize a little bit of money that I'll get from them to some better work and then make some money off of it. So that's my update on Tesla. I hope you guys like my video. Please give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Please be safe out there and make some money. See you next time. Ciao.